Alright, hello and welcome to another exciting episode of All Games Considered. I'm your host, James. Now I know what some of you are thinking. James, wasn't there a redheaded guy who put an episode up yesterday? Yes, there was. As he said in the video, that was Andrew Sachs, my former co-host for All Games Considered back when we were just a radio show. We have decided that we are going to start doing a Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, and a collaboration Friday schedule. So I will be doing videos on Tuesday, Thursday, like I originally said. He'll be doing videos on Monday, Wednesday. It's likely going to be pretty much the same fare. It's going to be talking about whatever we geek out about. I mean, unless you guys want to tell us what you guys geek out about, and then we'll talk about what you guys geek out about if we can, experience a little bit of it and learn. So anyway, today I'm going to talk a little bit about anime, I'm going to talk a little bit about video games, and then I'm going to try to uselessly fill space for a bit. So starting off with anime, I am going to do a little bit of a review. I recently started watching an anime called Chaika the Coffin Princess, I think it's called. I don't remember the Japanese name off the top of my head, you'll have to forgive me. But it is a kind of a middle-of-the-line anime between dark and funny. It's got the story of this girl, Chaika, who is the daughter of the deceased Emperor Gaz, evil Emperor Gaz, I might add, a very powerful wizard, and she is going about trying to collect his body parts, which were divvied up between various heroes and other dignitaries who helped kill him back during the big war that they mentioned in the anime that I forgot to mention 5 seconds ago. It's a very fun anime. For some reason, Chaika is only able to speak in broken sentences, so instead of saying, "Oh, that's rude," she'll just say, "rude." But, cuter than that. But the storyline, the little cutenesses aside, the storyline is surprisingly in-depth and dark. 10 episodes up on Crunchyroll. I'm not sure if that's all there is or not, because I just started watching it yesterday, actually. Good anime, great depth of setting and exposition. I had fun. Hopefully you guys will too if you watch it. And moving on. Video games. Not a lot to talk about. I'm just going to review a couple video games that I have played recently. First things first is Verde Station. It's a pretty cheap game on Steam for you PC players out there. What it is you are the sole inhabitant, a test inhabitant of a station called Verde Station. And what it is you go around maintaining the station, running system checks, making sure everything's working properly. And as you go through, things don't seem quite right. You might find a floppy disk with a name on it, which doesn't quite hold because you know your name, and that's not the name on the floppy disk, and you're the only person here. You might walk into the lounge one day, and when you left it was perfectly clean. When you come back now, everything is all over the place. Books stacked like dominoes, drawings on the walls. It's weird. It's a fun game, got a dark undertone, but it's easy to play, easy to get the hang of, and each replay is slightly different. So I recommend it personally. Moving on, another game I'm playing a lot of that's going to get a sequel soon is Bravely Default, and the sequel is going to be Bravely Second. I am waiting for Bravely Default. I'm waiting for Bravely Second so much. I've been working on Bravely Default trying to finish it, and I'm finally at the part where I can walk up to side bosses and with a little bit of effort take them down in normal mode. And then I go up against the main bosses and die. Die horribly. The game is wonderfully addictive, a bit of a grind fest if you're into that sort of thing. It takes a lot of work to build up your characters. It's got a really fun class system. You can assign a job and a secondary ability, which allows you to, say, mix white mage, black mage. Put them in the same character. That's a really heavy mana drain, so I don't recommend it, but you can do it. It allows you to, say, mix Spell Fencer and Archer, which means that you take elemental damage and you take criticals and you put them together on every single hit. It's amazing. I'm currently working on combining Ninja and Knight so that I can have all the fun abilities of a Knight with the armor and the everything and the HP and mix it with the fun abilities of a Ninja, which in this game means you can get rid of the penalty for 2-weapon fighting. Don't tell me what that looked like. I know. So anyway, Bravely Default, it's for the 3DS. I highly recommend it. It's about $40 right now. You can probably find it used for cheaper. And it is just, the storyline is amazing. A little dark, twisted, but amazing. The gameplay is incredible and fun. And incredibly challenging. And yeah, it's just, if you've never played it, go out there, get it, play it, because it's just amazing. And now on to the third segment. So due to there not really being any news whatsoever, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about what we're going to do to keep moving forward with All Games Considered. What's going to happen is, like I said, Monday, Wednesday, my co-host, Andrew Sachs. Tuesday, Thursday, me. Friday, we're going to put together a collaboration video. It's going to be us talking about stuff like the old days. We're going to just talk about stuff like the old days. If you ever listen to our radio show, we would get into fierce debates. Now, our primary debate for this weekend is going to be Dragon Ball Z games. I've also got a little bit of a side debate stored up that I'm really hoping is going to be fun, because it's one that I have had questions about for a long time. But that would be spoilers. And as we all know, it's bad to give away spoilers. So, that's how All Games Considered is going to move forward. With any luck, some news comes out, and we can, make a good show. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep watching anime. I'm going to keep playing video games, and I'm going to keep talking about them in front of what's probably an empty audience. Which brings me to our running gag. Back when we were a radio show, we always used to make shout-outs to our avid listener. Well, now we don't have to. Now we can make a shout-out to our avid watcher. Hopefully there's at least one of you out there. And with that, James Lineberger signing off. What is there even to talk about?